Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, man, you guys know the deal on this channel. We must continue to set the record straight. Stop the lies. Stop the narratives. Stop them from rewriting the history, y'all. You guys know the deal, man. And in this video, we're going to continue to do just that, man, as it pertains to LeBron James, Nick Wright, and more the narratives and the lies surrounding his career, man. And we're going to talk about how LeBron James has never hit a game winner in the NBA Finals, guys. That's right, in the NBA Finals. LeBron James has never hit a game winner, even though Nick Wright will tell you that LeBron James has hit a game winner in the NBA Finals before, guys. It's a narrative. It's more of lies, guys. It's not true, man. We're going to talk about it in this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Much respect to everyone out there. You guys know the deal, man. The true basketball fans know what we're doing here. We're standing up, man. So thank you to all you guys, man. Much respect. I am truly, truly humbled. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, we're going to continue with more of the same, man. Stopping the lies and the narratives, man. And once again, we're talking about LeBron James and the lies that, like Nick Wright will continue to say that LeBron James has hit a game winner in the NBA Finals. Now, when we talk about the LeBron James, Michael Jordan comparisons, guys, oftentimes you'll hear people talk about LeBron James and his clutch ability, right? LeBron James is a clutch player, man. He's one of the most clutch players in NBA's history. They'll promote this stuff and they'll compare him to a Michael Jordan when there's no conversation ever that LeBron James is anywhere close to Michael Jordan as it relates to their clutch ability, their ability to perform in big-time moments, to raise their level of play, to galvanize the team around them, to make shots when it matters most. LeBron James is nowhere close to Michael Jordan. But oftentimes people will point to LeBron James' game winners, right? The game winners that he's hit in the playoffs. They'll point to these things and they'll say, oh, LeBron James has X amount of game winners in the postseason. But when we take it a step further and we take it to the biggest stage in the NBA Finals, this is where LeBron James gets exposed. Because as much as they'll promote LeBron James's trips to the NBA Finals, right? LeBron James has played in 10 NBA Finals, and they'll promote that by saying LeBron James went to 8 straight NBA Finals, and they'll promote all the trips to the NBA Finals that LeBron James went to, even though he's lost more often than he's won. They'll promote just getting there. The funny thing is, with all those trips to the NBA Finals, LeBron James has never once hit a game winner in the NBA Finals, guys. Those are the facts. So when we compare him to a Michael Jordan, guys, this is where things are not close, man. Michael Jordan has hit several game winners in the NBA Finals, guys. Several. But what we want to talk about in this video is more lies from Nick Wright when he says that LeBron James has hit a game winner before in the NBA Finals. It's not true, guys. Now, LeBron James has hit several game winners in the postseason. But when we look at a lot of LeBron James postseason, last second shots or game winners in the postseason, a lot of these shots that you remember came in losing efforts or came when LeBron James was playing on his super team and he was favored to win. We think about the shot against the 2011 Chicago Bulls in the Eastern Conference Finals that season. LeBron James hitting that shot in the corner, fading away. Once again, a lucky shot from LeBron James, right? These fall away threes, these off-balance shots that LeBron James chucks up hoping they go in. We think about the same kind of shot against Orlando Magic in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron James fading back from the top of the key, that three-point shot, it goes in, and they still lose that series, even though they were the favorites, right? We think about the shot over the Indiana Pacers in the 2018 Eastern Conference first round, going against Bogdan Bogdanovic and Victor Oladipo. The Cleveland Cavaliers, who were the heavy favorites, won 7 games, and LeBron James hits a game winner in that game, man. Nothing special when we think about some of these game winners in LeBron James' postseason career. When you compare it to a Michael Jordan, guys, and we just think about the postseason alone, that's nowhere on the level of Michael Jordan's shot in '89 against the heavily favored Cleveland Cavaliers. They were heavily favored. There was no one picking the Bulls. They were the superior underdog, vastly underdog. No one was picking them. Michael Jordan hits that shot with the Chicago Bulls down by 1 point, man. The game winner, the series winner in 1989. We also think about the game winner he hit in the very next series against the Detroit Pistons. No, excuse me, not the very next series, but in the Eastern Conference Finals that season against the Detroit Pistons. I believe it was game 3. Michael Jordan hit a game winner, put the Bulls up 2-1. right? We think about some of these things. These are not like LeBron James game winners, man. Michael Jordan was hitting game winners to win series, to win games when his team was a much bigger underdog and they were not supposed to win anything. LeBron James was hitting game winners in series that his team was vastly supposed to win. They were completely the favorites to win these. Like I said, the Orlando Magic shot. We think about the shot against the Chicago Bulls in 2011, right? The shot in 2018 against the Pacers, man. Right? The LeBron James teams were the heavy favorite in these series. But when we think about the game winners in the NBA Finals, once again, we think about the comparisons with Michael Jordan, the LeBron James comparisons, the game winners in the Finals. This is where, once again, Michael Jordan separates himself, not only from LeBron James, but from many other all-time greats. Because we're not saying here that in order for you to be an all-time great or, you're not considered an all-time great unless you've hit a game winner in the finals. The thing is what I've said earlier. Nick Wright will tell the people that LeBron James has indeed hit a game winner in the NBA Finals, and he'll often bring up Game 7 of the 2013 NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Except Nick Wright will never tell you that the Miami Heat were actually up 2 points when LeBron James hit that shot with, I believe, about 24 seconds ago or 22 seconds ago in that game. LeBron James hit that shot at the top of the key, I believe it was, over Kawhi Leonard. But once again, Nick Wright promotes that as a game-winning shot, as if the Miami Heat were in a tie game or they were trailing in that game when LeBron James made that shot. That is not the case, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, that's not a game winner like Michael Jordan hit, or to win a game in a series in the finals like Michael Jordan's hit it. We think about game one of the 1997 NBA Finals. Michael Jordan hitting a buzzer beater with the score tied. Michael Jordan hitting that shot, winning the game. That's a game winner, guys. The shot that LeBron James hit in Game 7 of the 2013 NBA Finals was not a game winner. And in reality, if we think about the end of that game, how it went down, it was in fact someone like a Shane Battier and a Dwayne Wade who had scored the previous 5 points before LeBron James scored those points. With the Miami Heat, like I said, already up 2 points. The game was not tied. They were not losing. So that's not a game winner in the sense that Nick Wright promotes it. There's never been a game winner for LeBron James in the NBA Finals, even though he's played in 10 NBA Finals. Also, what we must think about, what that highlights, is you think about all the close games that Michael Jordan played in the NBA Finals, even though they'll have you believe that Michael Jordan played no competition in the NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls were a super team. They were vastly superior than anyone they played in. But yet and still, Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls, countless amount of times found themselves in close games, whether it was game 1 of the 1991 NBA Finals or Game 3 of the 1991 NBA Finals, when Michael Jordan hit a shot with 9 seconds to go to bring the game or to send the game into overtime. That was not a quote-unquote game winner per se, but that shot, the Bulls were down 2 points with 9 seconds left when Michael Jordan hit that shot, driving down the court, extending over Vlade Divac. So that's essentially a game-tying shot to send to overtime where they would win Game 3. The Bulls always found themselves in close games, whether it was Game 5 of the 1992 NBA Finals against the Portland Trail Blazers, right? And Michael Jordan had to score, 42 points, 43 points in that game to lead the Bulls to a victory. We think about that 1997 series that I just mentioned. In that series alone, Michael Jordan hit several game winners, guys, several. Now, let's think about this. I just mentioned the game winner in Game 1, right, with the score tied. Michael Jordan hitting the buzzer beater, right, with zeros on the clock. You guys remember that, extending the fist. You guys think about game number 5, right, the flu game. We think about that game. People often forget in that game, Michael Jordan hit that 3, right, with the Bulls down 1 point, right? Oh, no, excuse me, the score was tied. The score was tied. You guys remember, Michael Jordan made 1 of 2 free throws. On the second missed free throw, he got the offensive rebound, kicked it out, got the ball back, hit the three-pointer to put the Bulls up by 3 with the score tied, man. That was a game winner with about 20 seconds to go in that game. The score was tied when Michael Jordan hit that 3, guys. So we think about 2 shots just in 1997 alone. We all know about the shot in 1998, right? Game 6 to win the championship, right? That's 3 shots now. Once again, I mentioned the shot in 1991, Game 3, to send the game to overtime with the Bulls down by 2. All these shots, the Bulls were either tied or down. They weren't ahead when Michael Jordan hit these shots. 1991, they were down 2, right? 1997, Game 1, the score was tied. Right? Game 5, the score was tied when Michael Jordan hit those shots. They were not winning. The score was tied or they were losing. And we all know in 1998, the Bulls were down by 1 point. But let's not forget the entire sequence that Michael Jordan closed out that series with. Down by 3 points with under a minute to go. Michael Jordan scored a quick 2-for-1 basket, got the steal without creating a foul, and then made the jump shot to win the series, guys, to win the championship. LeBron James has never done anything like that in the NBA Finals, guys, even though he's played in 10 NBA Finals. If you look at a lot of his NBA Finals, they're blowout wins or they're blowout losses. That's the way it's been. Michael Jordan was playing close games, hard-nosed games, where he had to make game-winning plays at the end of these games. Whether he was getting a key rebound, like I mentioned in 1997, getting that offensive rebound on his missed free throw. These are the kinds of plays that Michael Jordan was known for making, game-winning plays, guys. So when we think about the game winners, and Nick Wright would say that LeBron James hit a game winner in 2013, guys, that's a lie. That's never happened. The Miami Heat were up 2 points when LeBron James hit that shot. That was not a game-winning shot. And like I said, leading up into that shot, Shane Battier had hit a big-time three, and Dwayne Wade had made a basket before LeBron James scored that shot. So don't believe the hype. Michael Jordan is way more clutch and way more big-time, has stepped up and way more often than not than LeBron James ever has. That's part of the reason why LeBron James is 4-6 in the NBA Finals, guys. Think about some of the shots LeBron James has missed in his career. You think about that game-winning attempt that he shot in game 6 of the 2013 Finals, when Ray Allen, in fact, had to bail him out by making the shot for him. You think about some of these series. You think about 2015 NBA Finals. When Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love went down, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers had a 2-1 lead in that series. Steph Curry was not playing great, right? They had to bring in Andre Iguodala off the bench into a starting position, and LeBron James had several opportunities to win games. At the end of those games, whether it was game 4, game 5, LeBron James had the ball in his hands and missed several shots, guys, down the stretch. Several layups, field goal attempts, jump shots that Michael Jordan's more often than not going to make. That is the difference. Michael Jordan knew where he was going at the end of these games. He had the confidence. He worked on his game in practice. He developed that jump shot. And like I said, always knew where he was going, had the go-to moves, knew what he was doing in these closeout moments. LeBron James is worried about going to the free throw line. He doesn't know where he wants to go on the court. He never developed the go-to move like a Michael Jordan, the jump shot like a Michael Jordan, because he never worked on his game like a Michael Jordan. He was too busy running in the sand, working out with the tonal machine, taking all these chemicals. That's what he does in the offseason. He spends millions on his body, but pennies on his game. Michael Jordan was working his body and working his game, developing that go-to ability and the confidence to take those shots without fear of missing it or what anyone's going to say about him, the criticism, none of those things. This is why at the end of these games, LeBron James is known for making goofball passes, for making bonehead decisions. Not Michael Jordan. Think about all the NBA Finals that we just talked about. I didn't even talk about the plays that Michael Jordan assisted on. Michael Jordan, right, helped his teammates doing other things. We think about that pass in 97. In 1997, I believe Michael Jordan either assisted on or scored the game-winning basket in 3 of those games. Think about 3 of the 4 wins, guys. Game 1, game winner, right? The flu game, I told you, game winner. And then we think about game 6, the assist to Steve Kerr. That's Michael Jordan making a game-winning play, knowing what the Utah Jazz were going to do and knowing where he was going to go with the ball if they were going to do that. That's the IQ of Michael Jordan. That's him having that confidence in his teammates because they developed that in the practices, the battles. That's where it all came in the end. That's where it showed up. The confidence Michael Jordan had in Steve Kerr, the confidence that Steve Kerr had in Michael Jordan, the belief, because he knew Michael Jordan believed in him. LeBron James never developed these things. So LeBron James is taking bad shots at the end of games. He's putting his teammates in bad positions at the end of games. Think about the shot with Kyrie Irving for a second. LeBron James not anywhere involved in that play. That's literally Kyrie Irving taking the ball in his hands, breaking the defense down, forcing the switch, force Steph Curry on him, sizing him up, getting to his spot on the court, in rhythm, shooting that shot. LeBron James standing in the corner, blowing on his hands, hoping Kyrie Irving makes a basket. That's not the same thing as John Paxson's shot in 1993, because you'll often hear people say, oh, Michael Jordan was bailed out by Steve Kerr. He was bailed out by John Paxson. If we think about the shot by John Paxson in 93, remember, we must keep in mind, it was Michael Jordan who hit all the shots leading up into that basket. It was Michael Jordan. No one else scored in the fourth quarter besides Michael Jordan before that shot by John Paxson. So if we think about that aspect alone, that kept the game within reach for John Paxson to be able to make that shot. But Michael Jordan was the decoy there. When he inbounds that basketball, everyone thought that Michael Jordan was going to take that shot. They assumed he was going to either dribble down the court or it was going to come back to Michael Jordan at some point. So all eyes were on Michael Jordan. And when the play did not go that way, you notice the Phoenix Suns were in a scramble because Michael Jordan was the decoy. He affected that play. That's why John Paxson was open. Yes, there was great ball movement between Pippen and Grant to kick it out. But why was Paxson open? Because they were worried about Michael Jordan. They were watching Michael Jordan to see the ball was coming back to Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan affects that play by being involved, by inbounding the ball and being that decoy. This is not Michael Jordan just standing off in the corner somewhere while John Paxson makes a shot. Once again, let's keep in mind that was a Game 6, not a Game 7. Michael Jordan was never saved by Paxson or Kerr. So, guys, when you think about the game winners for LeBron James in his career in the postseason, yes, he's hit some postseason game winners. No doubt about it. LeBron James is an all-time great player. These are comparisons to Michael Jordan, guys. This is where LeBron James gets exposed. We're not comparing all the all-time greats and saying, oh, if this guy didn't make a game winner, he's not an all-time great player. That's not what we're talking about here. When Nick Wright says that LeBron James hit a game winner in the NBA Finals, that's not true. When people try to argue that LeBron James is somehow more clutch than Michael Jordan, there's no way you can make that argument. There's no proof. There's no evidence. We just broke it down. Never hit a game winner in the NBA Finals. He's taken several, guys. He's 0 for 20 or 0 for 22 or 23, whatever it is. He's never hit them, even though he's taken these shots, whatever he is, from the game winners in the NBA Finals. He's never made one. Nick Wright continues to pump out the lies and narratives to try to make it seem as if LeBron James is more clutch than Michael Jordan, or somehow just as clutch as Michael Jordan, or Larry Bird, or Jerry West, or some of these other players, a Bill Russell. Some of these players who are known for performing at the highest of levels when it mattered most. A George Mikan, a Tim Duncan, a Kobe Bryant. Some of these guys who are always known for being there more often than not, right? That's why most of the guys that I just mentioned have winning records in the NBA Finals. The only one that does not is a Jerry West. But once again, Jerry West was going against perhaps the most clutch player in NBA's history, Bill Russell. So something had to give in those days. But all the other players I mentioned, the Tim Duncans, the Kobe Bryants, the Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons, the George Mikans, the Michael Jordans, their postseason success speaks for itself. Their finals record speaks for itself because they were consistently coming up with the big-time plays, whether it was shots or not. Larry Bird coming up with big-time rebounds, a defensive play, the high IQ of a Larry Bird, right? The grit, the hustle, the determination of a Kobe Bryant, right? The fundamental skills of a Tim Duncan, the leadership of Tim Duncan, being that anchor, backing his teammates up on that defensive end, always being there, right? That was Tim Duncan, right? Bill Russell, all the Game 7s, always coming through for the Boston Celtics, man. Jerry West was known as being Mr. Clutch. That was his thing. And Michael Jordan, as we all know, guys, raising his level of play when it mattered most. And in the NBA Finals, man, this is why he has several game winners. This goes to his 6-0 record. The Bulls were not just running through teams. They weren't blowing teams out by 20, 30 points in the NBA Finals. All of these finals were close. It doesn't matter how many games they won them in. They were close games. They were close series. These were against good teams, great teams. And it was Michael Jordan. He was the X factor. He was the difference. LeBron James had several opportunities, like I said, to win games. You think about 2015, like I said, alone. You think about 2011, several opportunities for LeBron James to hit big-time shots, to hit game winners in these series, and he did not hit these shots. So when you hear Nick Wright say LeBron James has hit a game winner in the NBA Finals, he's never has, guys. Never has, and he never will hit a game winner in the NBA Finals. LeBron James not built like that. LeBron James had most of the advantage his entire career in the postseason, whether he's playing on his stacked super teams. And this man is routinely shrank in the moments. He's routinely given the ball to his teammates, made goofball plays at the end of these games, turned the ball over, whatever it is, and continue to miss shots. Remember, he's missed more than he's made, even though he's made a lot. He's played in a lot of games, guys. He's nowhere near Michael Jordan at the end of these games, man. He's nowhere near like that shot in 1989, man. Nowhere near that shot in 1998 in the NBA Finals. You guys know the deal. Michael Jordan's on another level, right? From a LeBron James. LeBron James is not one of the most clutch players in the history of the game. And the fact that he's never hit a game winner in the finals is crazy, considering how many times he's played, how many games he's played in the NBA Finals. But like I told you guys, go back in the history of LeBron James Finals and look at how many of these games were either blowout losses or they were blowout wins. Those are the facts, man. Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls, played in a lot of scrappy, hard-fought series, guys. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.